Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. It is 7:30 in the morning. The sun is coming up and it's a beautiful morning, and the roses on the pergola look absolutely gorgeous right now. And so I thought we'd do a little tour this morning. The one I posted yesterday was actually from a week ago. All week I've been having trouble with my phone and storage and uploading videos, so that one got uploaded a little bit late. But I really would like to try and stick with weekly tours on Saturday and Sunday. And so that's gonna be my method for this point on, since everything is starting to bloom and wake up and everything's looking beautiful. So try to expect a tour every Saturday or Sunday. And then I might do little videos here in between during the week. And I'm trying to do more shorts too. So anyway, I'm gonna make my tea and then we can go out for a walk in the garden together. Tea is ready. Perfect. I drink it like the Brits do. Gotta have some cream in there. Well, before I even walk out the back door, here's what's looking absolutely stunning right now. It is in full bloom. And I call her Felicity. A one-time bloomer, but definitely worth it. Absolutely beautiful. Very peaceful this morning. Very quiet. It's Sunday, so the quarry is not working, so it's very quiet. You don't hear the constant drum of rock and gravel moving. Sometimes it's worse than others. Sometimes they work, I think, closer to our house, and then of course it's louder, and then other times you don't hear it. It's just kind of depends. So glad these hydrangeas are making a comeback. I'm still amazed that these big canes died back all the way. Hi, baby. Everybody, this is Phoenix, our new kitty. He is very shy and still pretty timid, but he's been warming up. And I'm surprised to see him outside. He doesn't come outside very often, but I think with time, he'll get more comfortable. He's so pretty. Aren't you, baby? Yeah. You sweet thing. I'm glad to see him out here. He's still not sure what to think. It's okay. Yeah. So this past week, I had planned to do a whole video on my containers and how I potted everything up, and in the midst of my storage issue with my phone, some of those videos got deleted. So I'm just going to show you now. This past week I've been working on all the containers around the pool and some in the back, and so I'll just show you now what I ended up doing. So here I've got a pretty blue salvia in the center, a white verbena up front here, and then surrounding it's a coral geranium. And so pretty much the same thing in this container. And you can kind of see how the geranium will look. A very pretty combination. And I'm looking forward to watching those fill in here. Betty Corning clematis. And I'm going to try and not talk as much as I normally do because it's early morning, the birds are chirping. I want you to be able to hear the sounds of nature. There's Mondial. I get to hear the cats talk to each other too. Over here, I potted up some petunias. This one is a wave petunia, and it's called Coral Reef. And then here's another blue salvia. This salvia is a little bit lighter in color. And then I picked up this salvia from Kroger. Isn't that funny? It's such a pretty plant to find at the grocery store. And then we did the same thing over here. And let me show you. I was going to try and keep this area white over here, but I thought this would look really, really nice as a little centerpiece for the table. And I think this petunia is called Starry Night because of that interesting spot, the spots to the petunia. And then there's a verbena in here too. Oh, there's a clematis over here that's blooming. Ooh, that's pretty. I'm not sure what that variety is called though. I don't remember what I planted here. Oh, I hear Luigi coming. Where is he? Princess, where is he? You hear him too, huh? Oh. All the cats are out here right now. Oh yeah, these two don't get along very well, so that's why there's a bit of a ruckus. The boys like to fight over the girl. I got this area all cleaned up. It was covered in debris and brush, and put these pretty annuals out here. Hi, baby. Good morning. So I've got sweet potato vine, more white verbena, and the coral geranium in the center. And all three of these pots have that same combination. Here's Lady Gardner. Crocus rose. Boscabelle. Quietness. A lot's about to happen here. Here's the Ancient Mariner. Okay, I see you. I see you, but people want to see roses. They want to see roses too, not just you. Last night I had to come out here and spray my Rose RX. The aphids and whitefly are really problematic this year. Oh my goodness, Phoenix, it's so good to see you out here, buddy. Hi, baby. Oh, this is great. All the kitties are out here today. Here's Summer Romance. Earth Angel. Lots and lots of buds. I need to come and prune. Pompanella is getting so big. So much for the quiet right now. Oh my gosh. Cats. Here's Lady Ash. Here's Eden. It's been so cool out here that the roses have been very slow to open. Here's White Eden. Really having trouble controlling the disease on this one. Honestly, I think it's an Eden thing. I spray, I've been removing leaves, and it's just a constant battle. And so I'll pretty much learn to live with it for the most part. But I'll do my best to keep eradicating it. Look at that White Eden bloom. Oh, so beautiful. I love the delicate pink. Here's Lady Ash. See Seems to do very well in this container. The clematis has just taken off. You see, it's all the way up to here. And Dreamland is fading out beautifully. This is a beautiful romantic rose. I love its unruly form. Everything's leafing out beautifully. I have more roses arriving this week, which I might end up putting some in here, but a lot of them are going to go in the front bed too, because that area gets the most sun. Oh, it looks like this one's finally starting to wake up. I was a little worried about this guy, but it looks like they are starting to wake up, so that's good. This is Yves Piaget. This one I planted about a month earlier. Oh, look, we've got some buds over here on the Costco roses. Huh, so this is supposed to be Granada. That does not look like Granada. That's a little bit too red for Granada. Huh. That's interesting. That is the name of the game when you get boxed roses at the store. Not all of them are always labeled properly. Here's Blossom Time. Oh, and more of Dreamland. Such a beautiful rose. Look at this. Oh. Oh, I love this rose so much. It's so different and unusual. I love how it's just like wild and crazy. It's not like a perfectly cupped bloom. It's just kind of does its own thing. Oh, there's another Lady Ash. Here's Climbing Pinky. Today we're going to finally put the dirt in between the pathway over there, and I'm going to put my ground covers down. Let me show you what I planted over here in the raised beds. So these are Kiss Me Kate climbing roses. And I put some pink verbena, which I believe this might actually come back every year. And then here is the Supertunia bubble gum. So I alternated them all in here. And the Supertunia bubble gum is so vigorous that if we have a warm winter, this might actually come back next year as well. It just depends on if we have a mild winter or not. I planted some basil. And then some more of those coral reef petunias. I got 3 more to put on each side. So this whole container will be covered. Here's a beautiful peony. I think it's called Shirley Temple. So beautiful. Yes, baby. And then here is a blush noisette rose. That's fading out a bit. A little past its prime. So today the goal is to work in here, getting the pathway done, clipping out the dead blooms. And I got some Irish moss and some sedum to put into these cracks. Peaches, are you looking for Luigi so you can terrorize him? And look where he is. He's on top of the fence over here. He's like hiding. Oh, it's so fun to watch these cats. This is too funny. Luigi looks so uncomfortable right now. Oh, and here comes another kitty. Oh, Phoenix is back there. All right, here's some more peonies over here. Let's check this out. They're just starting to open. Lots of buds. Isn't that fabulous? I really need to cut this one, bring it into the house. It's so pretty. I think it's time for a peony bouquet. Hi, sweetie. Looks like we've got Generous Gardener here. Lots of weeds in this spot and a clematis. Climbing Pinky. Looks great from every angle. Here's a hemlock tree that I got from my parents' garden. When I planted it, it was just a little sapling. But back when they had a cabin in North Georgia, they had several of these trees. This area is on the list to be cleaned up. This is the woodland garden, aka fairy garden. Still has quite a bit of work to do, but we're slowly getting there. Scott's going to be mulching today, and I'm going to be pulling weeds. Once we get mulch down in here and get all the weeds picked up, it's gonna look a whole lot better. I'm so glad that Phoenix is finally walking with me on our little morning walks. I was hoping and waiting for him to get to the point of being comfortable enough for it. And it looks like he's there. Right, baby? You precious boy. Yes, he's such a sweetheart. So we've got a lot of Japanese maples in this area, hostas, hydrangeas. We've got some camellias in the back there. And some grasses up front. A lot of bulbs, a lot of daffodils. And as well as leucojum, which is like a snowflake, which that bloomed earlier this season. Oh, and then look, this actually has some blooms on it. Oh, I'm so excited. It didn't bloom last year. Let me see if I can get a closer picture. Isn't that sweet? This is called Pink Symphony Snowberry. I am excited to see this bloom. We've got some full moon maples back in here, along with incredible hydrangeas. A nice little grouping of those right here. And my brand new Emperor 1 Japanese maple. We've got a viburnum over here. And still working on this area. I'm so excited to plant this up. And then a couple of days ago, I got these here in the pot. Some coleus and New Guinea impatiens. That's going to be a pretty combination. The snapdragons are starting to bud up. You can see one's already in bloom. That's going to be a really nice show of color this in late spring, early summer. And then all these hydrangeas were recently planted. This is Summer Crush. Luigi, leave him alone. Luigi has such a problem with Phoenix. And he never does anything to hurt him. Luigi, no. Luigi, no. I gotta discipline this boy. No, sir. Oh my goodness. This is why poor Phoenix is so scared to come outside. Ugh, these darn cats. I promise, for the most part, they get along. Sometimes that will happen, though. You know, it's so funny that they will do that, and then the next day they're perfectly fine, like sleeping on the same couch together. I just don't get it. Cats can be so funny. So anyway, that's it with the backyard, really. I am really looking forward to getting grass down in here. It's going to make it feel so much better. And I'm probably going to put it back in that pathway we were just on as well, to try and bring everything all together. I think that's going to look nice. Hostas are looking amazing. Let's go to the front yard. Before we go back there, I want to show you, I put some hostas and some Japanese painted ferns in this container. Which looks a whole lot better. And this area got mulched last week. Oh, look at the pergola from here. So pretty right now. I love it. All right, let's go up front here. Here's Olivia. A lot is happening up top this year since we trained those canes onto the arbor. So, and I'd say what, a couple weeks, it should be looking pretty nice up there. The irises are almost done. Irises are covered in aphids this year. The aphids this year have been terrible. They smell good though. You are not being nice to Phoenix. And then you come up over here and you like act all cute. You are a naughty kitty. You're naughty. Ah, so pretty. Let's go check out the roses. Here's Summer Romance. Beautiful blooms this year. Something is up in the trees making noise, and I can't figure out what it is. A lot of blooms on Cinderella Fairy Tale. She's gonna be gorgeous this year. She is huge. Oh, now I know what it is. It's two, looks like it's two really big birds. They look like woodpeckers. They're chasing each other. Oh, that is so cool. You see him? Huh. Oh, that is so cool. I love just being out here observing nature. Okay, back to roses. Lion's Fairy Tale is covered in blooms, or buds, I should say. They're not open yet. So is Moonlight Romantica. Oh, and here's Poseidon. There is one bloom right now. I'm very excited about this rose this year. This is the best year for Poseidon. Look at all those buds. Here's another Summer Romance. Very strong and healthy this year. Apricots and Cream. And then nothing blooming yet on this side, except we do have State of Grace. It's a bit of an older bloom. This one's a little bit newer. generous gardener. And there's a clematis opening up down here. And another summer romance. Let's go take a look on this side, and then we'll be done this morning checking everything out. Scott just finished mulching in this area last night, and it's amazing how mulch makes everything look so much better. All the plants just pop. Here, this is Abby DeClooney. Not quite open yet. And Rouge Royale. This one kind of developed a little bit funky, but you know, I mean, it's the first bloom. That's not really a surprise, but that's a lot of ruffles. That's gonna be gorgeous. Hopefully this one will open up a little bit better. Here are my Bliss Perfuma roses. This one is just starting to open up. Isn't that beautiful? Luigi, seriously. He's like rubbing his face all over the camera. You silly boy. That's a gorgeous rose right there. I'm sure all you guys can hear is purring. Here we've got Quickfire Fab hydrangeas, 1, 2, 3. And I love this carpet rose. It's so beautiful. And then here's 2 more Bliss that are just on the verge of blooming. And yesterday we got the rest of my Japanese painted ferns in these pots, along with some hostas. My little companion. Oh, you coming over, princess? All right, let's check out the side, and then that's really gonna be it for this morning. The new Sweet Mademoiselle roses are really looking good. And I'm still waiting for all this daffodil foliage to die back so we can cut that back and lay down some mulch and kind of clean up that area. I'm not doing much to the front porch right now because we are probably getting that redone when we get the roof fixed. And that's gonna be this coming Wednesday when that happens. Still trying to decide. I really would like to do railing, but we're gonna have to like really cut into this shrub here on both sides. I'm thinking maybe we'll just go ahead and try cutting it back and putting the railing up, and then if the shrub doesn't recover, then maybe we'll consider taking it out. I'd hate to just take them out altogether because they're such a big part of the front, the front yard. Oh, I just don't know. Then again, it might look better having something a little bit smaller here too. I'm just so used to seeing them. You know how it is. Well, you're used to having something at part of your front yard. But now, I mean, honestly, now that I'm looking at it, it does kind of overtake. So, oh, it's just gonna be such a mess to pull these out. And I just got all this all nice and pretty. And I don't want it to get messed up. You know how that goes. Here's Ispahan right here, Pompanella, and then Souvenir de Louise Amade. Need to come in here and weed. Haven't quite gotten there yet. And then this Japanese maple right here is one that I got from my parents' garden when they had the cabin. They had a Japanese maple tree that just like sprouted off little seedlings, like dozens and dozens, actually probably hundreds, that were underneath the tree. And I just dug this one up and brought it home, and look at what it's become. It's become a gorgeous, gorgeous tree. Still needing to weed and mulch in here. And then actually the same thing goes for this Japanese maple right here. This Japanese maple was a seedling at my parents' cabin that I dug up and just planted here. And it has thrived ever since. And in here we've got Solomon seal and heucheras, lamium, got brunnera. I've got, what is this one right here? I'm drawing a blank. I know what it is, I just can't think of it at the moment. I've got lots of these right here. Whatever they are. I'll remember later. And we have ferns and hydrangeas and hostas, camellias. Lots going on in this bed. Here's some woodland phlox. And then we've got azaleas on this side with some hostas and hydrangeas flanking the basement door. I just love Annabelle hydrangeas, don't you? They're so beautiful. And if you didn't know, they are actually native to Georgia. So when you plant Annabelles or a variety like Annabelles, like Incredible or something similar to that, then you're really helping out the pollinators in our state. So plant away. They love them. All the different pollinators are very happy when you have an Annabelle hydrangea. All right, thank you so much for joining me on my tour today. I hope you guys have a great Sunday, and please stay in tune. I'll be uploading garden tours weekly, so you guys do not miss out on all these gorgeous blooms. I love them so much and just love to share my passion with you. And so thank you for joining me along this journey. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.